back. Welcome back to the WAN Sports Site Briefs. We're back with another edition. Today, CONCACAF has announced the host cities, so we're very excited for this tournament coming up in June. And let's start, man. Kick it off with each stadium. We'll be going to each stadium, each city, showing you guys and reviewing the stadiums.
I believe TQL Stadium, which is in Cincinnati, that would be a first time for them. They've already hosted some qualifiers for the United States. But yeah, is there anything that surprises you, Vic, from this?
Well,
list?
I do want to say I'm very happy. Charlotte, once again, is hosting a Gold Cup match. I'm hoping, as many Mexican fans, that we go back to the Queen City. But the one that surprises me the most is the Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego. Very interesting choice, considering they don't have an MLS team. But it is rumored this could be a test run to see how well soccer does in San Diego. They want to bring a team there. I've heard that. I know Landon Donovan has a team over there that he's coaching, he's responsible for. So it could be a test run. I'm sure he's pushing for it too.
Well, let's check out Snapdragon Stadium from the world.
All right.
Let me actually show you guys that view. And I think, look, me personally, I'm like, why have another team in California? I think California has like a million teams, from football to the NBA, the NHL. It's endless. But hey, the more the merrier, right? Okay,
Sure.
so this is Snapdragon Stadium, home of the San Diego Aztecs, I believe, is a college football team.
Mm-hmm.
And quite the parking lot.
Very big parking lot, yeah.
But you know it. It's pretty spacious. I mean, for sure.
Yeah,
You know what this is? Snapdragon Stadium used to be Qualcomm Stadium, aka where the San Diego Chargers.
Wait a minute. Are you really?
Yeah.
It does look very familiar, doesn't it?
There was a Super Bowl that happened here. Actually, Super Bowl 30.
Qualcomm Stadium. You're right.
Super Bowl 37 with the Buccaneers. I mean, I'm going all the way to football now, but this rings a bell now. Now, the Chargers used to be in San Diego. Now they're in LA. But yeah, this is Snapdragon Stadium. I mean, pretty spacious, obviously in California. And I believe you think this could be one of the stadiums that, we're just making predictions here, but Mexico, right? Big population of fans.
Yeah.
Could be directed here. But yeah, one of the new stadiums here. Anything you want to add to San Diego, California?
That was such a nice surprise. I guess with the name change and rebranding, I didn't realize this was a Qualcomm Stadium. But hey, man, I think this could definitely be a big push to bring Mexico to this stadium for sure. Now that I know this information, wow, what a nice surprise! Actually, now it makes more sense why they chose this former NFL stadium, and it explains why it's so spacious. Which, please, guys, can we do a little bit better with just the empty parking lots? Come on now, but
that's the U.S., man. That's
what a shame.
Architecture, but that's what we got. We got Junior making history. Hopefully, he can design a nice stadium with some underground parking and all that great stuff. A lot of the new stadiums nowadays are getting very nature friendly. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, SoFi Stadium,
Bank of America Stadium, believe it or not, is right in the heart of downtown. It's very, very nice. So, but when I see stadiums like this, I get a little sad.
But let's get to it, man. Let's
we're to the Queen City from West Coast to East Coast.
We're very familiar with this stadium here, Bank of America Stadium, and once again, the Gold Cup loves Bank of America Stadium.
Yeah,
CONCACAF loves Bank of America Stadium. A lot of the I think most of our videos so far have been at Bank of America Stadium.
They have,
and we always reference that first one where Trinidad and Tobago versus Mexico, and I think the game before that was like Cuba against Cuba, right?
Yeah, Cuba.
But no, a good city here. For me, will be the closest one. You as well. Any notes? I mean, I think you already told me you got friends hitting you up.
Oh yeah. People are very excited. Yeah, we're already making plans. So hey, we're gonna be in there. And fun fact: one of our first videos was here. Our first interview video was one of our first videos was here, and back in 2015. Check it out on the link below. But yeah, it's always a great time. A lot of Mexican fans come up from the northern states, Virginia, DC, Georgia. I mean, from all the southeast, really, they come up, and it's gonna be a fantastic time. So can't wait for that one.
And make our way to South Beach. Well, not South Beach, actually, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to DRV Pink Stadium, and the plane doesn't want to land. Let's so we get closer here.
Man, when are they gonna open up that brand new stadium? I see the renders for that's gonna be nice. But now it's one of those. Remember in FIFA? Well, now it's what is it? EA FC or whatever it's called now. It's like one of
Yeah,
those generic looking
Sports Exchange.
stadiums.
Well, if you actually look it up online for a couple years now, there's been some drama in Miami in regards to building that stadium David Beckham wants to build. I can't wait till they build it, but it's supposed to be
Oh wow! Do you,
pretty
you see what's right
safe.
there? U.S. Customs and Border Protection, and like an
What's that?
airport. It's very interesting layout. Wow.
Yeah, that's what
Wow.
we need that area to be built already. I mean, there's
Yeah.
some information on it online.
Uh-huh.
I think you correct us if we're wrong, but Inter Miami fans, I think, have been able to go ahead and like make reservations or sign up to an email to be notified when they can start reserving for like season tickets and stuff like that for the new stadium. But I'm assuming anyone that's already here is gonna have dibs to the new stadium. But
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Like the
Messi will
fact,
never come to this stadium. Come on. If Messi comes to MLS within the next year or two, they got to move to the Miami Dolphins Stadium, Hard Rock, for until they build a new one.
well, let's look at the next one. Staying in the northeast or in the east side of the United States. Very controversial stadium at the moment.
Ooh. Yeah, very controversial team, stadium, the whole 9 yards. Very cocky team, the New York Red Bulls. They are, and
Look, I'm gonna say this though. It looks nice though. Like from the outside,
it
kind
looks
of
nice.
reminds me
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
getting like Allianz Arena vibes.
Yeah, look,
But
some construction's going on in the background. Look at that. Shout out to the framers back there. Shout out to my people. Like looks like
yeah,
there's some
that's for
apartment
how.
complex or something back there.
So here, right? I know that strong Central American population, so this will be great for like Costa Ricans,
Mm-hmm.
Los Panameños. I mean, whoever. Usually
What
the
is it?
stadium is good
Yeah,
for that.
yeah, yeah. It is a nice stadium. Hopefully, one day I can go up. I was gonna go last year, but then plans changed and I wasn't able to go. But I was gonna go to this game where they played against NYFC, so I missed that heck of a match. But it's on the bucket list to go to New York one day.
And well, let's travel up to Canada. People were talking about how for the first time, there's a Canadian stadium for the Gold Cup. Usually just United States. What are your
Mm-hmm.
thoughts on Drakeland being one of the hosts for the Gold Cup this upcoming year?
Hey man, I like it. I think it's well deserved. Toronto and Toronto FC and the city of Toronto. I think they've definitely put in the work. They've consistently had a good team over the past seasons, and I think it's fun, man. I think it's great that they're giving the chance the Canadian people to have the Gold Cup and to host their team there. So I don't know if Mexico will ever be able to host the Gold Cup. I think they did prior back in like 2005, like those random tournaments where it wasn't an official before they got everything together. But I like it. I mean, this stadium, if I'm not mistaken, I remember there was a World Cup qualifier match where it was snowing, and I think Mexico tied 2-2. Matias Wosa with the gloves, like he tied it up for us. It was crazy. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun here.
It's not.
Oh wow!
We're in here, man.
Nice. All right.
One of the newest stadiums in MLS.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice stadium. This is tastefully done. I really like this stadium. See, this is what I'm talking about. It has a lot of nice surroundings here. It's not just empty parking lots. Like, they really did this very well. This is another stadium on the bucket list here one day to check out a Charlotte game here.
Yeah, I believe this is where Mexico froze during the qualifiers back in
I saw this
2022.
and I think it was 2021. I went to see a watch party in Colombia. Shout out to Churchy and the gang, Southbound and Crown Gang. We lost, I believe, 2-0. Classic. Like I said, I was very upset, but I had a lot of fun in Colombia. But I think this is where they play. So, Imola.
I do believe that each stadium, right, or that each owner, it's pretty much up to them to bid for, you know, to be a host. So I'm curious why, maybe Minnesota and Columbus didn't try out, or maybe they did, or like Mercedes-Benz Stadium, there were some events taking place. But out of the three, because to me they're very similar, I'm kind of a fan of the Allianz Stadium, or what Minnesota's. I think it's because it's very, very small, concise, but Cincy's cool, and there's
Yeah,
currently.
it's a nice stadium.
All right, we're gonna shift gears real quick and go to a stadium that I'm not too fond of because Falcons 28-3.
No, no.
There we go.
I know Mexico loves playing here too.
NRG
Yeah,
Stadium.
Astrodome right next to it. Insane. Rest in peace, Selena.
Hey man, Houston. I mean, Houston is always gonna host Gold Cup matches. Strong Mexican population, all types of people in Texas. Basically, Texas to me is like another country inside of the United States.
Yeah.
Got a family there, so Houston, Texas in general, it's always pretty much a second home to the Gold Cup. But the NRG Stadium, I mean, there's two stadiums actually in Houston. But any extra thoughts on Houston getting two stadiums?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. Mexico's always had a huge, strong following here, and especially in this stadium here. And I'm excited to see in the Houston Dynamo Stadium, Shell Energy Stadium. Houston Dynamo is also a team with a lot of history in MLS, so it's fun. I think it's great. I went in 2009, not to this stadium. I went where they used to play at the university. It was an America Chivas doubleheader. I'm not sure what the stadium was called back then, but yeah, no, Houston was great, man. Houston's a great city, and man, look at that. The fact that they have two stadiums hosting in the Gold Cup, that's phenomenal. I think NRG Stadium will definitely be saved, not for group stage. I think it'll be for the knockout stage for sure, like a semifinal or something like that.
Yeah, I see quarterfinals for sure written all over it. And then from the East, from some of the stadiums we already covered, do you see any of those going into those knockout stages?
I don't think so. I think we're gonna start heavily in the East and work our way up to the middle, and then go all the way out to Cali. I think. I don't think that they would host. I mean, hey, I'm selfish, man. I want Mexico to come to Charlotte, so I definitely don't want us to do in the knockout stage. But I think NRG Stadium for sure will host a knockout. I don't think any East Coast. I don't think so. But hey, it would be fun, man. And Charlotte, the knockout one, I just don't see it happening.
Well, we're looking here at CITYPARK, and Google Earth here is pretty much showing a construction version of it, but it's already been built. But it's a pretty solid stadium.
Yeah.
Trying to see if I could get a better picture there. Here it is, CITYPARK.
Another phenomenal soccer-specific stadium.
Yeah, apparently the way that it's constructed, like right when you walk in, it's like you walk into the top of the stadium. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like you walk in and go underground almost. Or there's that effect that you're going in
Mm-hmm.
to the ground and viewing the stadium, and pretty cool. I think
Yeah.
it's great. Obviously, they've MLS wise, this club here has made some
Mm-hmm.
history, and the fan base is there. So I think no matter who is participating, I'm hoping the people will come out and pack the stadium out from all St. Louis area. You're thinking about fans from Kansas City and from the northern. Even people that live in Chicago or anywhere
Mm-hmm.
in Missouri, Colorado, Arkansas, South Dakota, who knows? But
Arkansas.
yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's nice having St. Louis here
Mm-hmm.
for the first time as a Gold Cup. And yeah, definitely group stage, possibly a USA game. I think they're gonna try to work it in there, right? I think
Yeah,
it'll
yeah,
be
they have to. Yeah, the USA and yeah, it reminds me a little bit of the Philadelphia Union Stadium, which is also very nice. A small little stadium, but it's very nice. Hopefully, one day, Charlotte can get a soccer-specific stadium. We'll see. We'll see. Soldier Field, another great place for Mexico, no?
well, not in 2007, but
Oh, well,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, all the way back. Yeah, that was very painful. Gold Cup that we lost there.
there we go. Soldier Field, and apparently there's plans to remodel the stadium even more and have it kind of like a not close the roof, but have the ability to close it and open it,
Oh,
which would be
okay.
spectacular,
Yeah.
especially when it gets cold.
Oh, for sure.
But Soldier Field to me is definitely quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Not
at least
knockout round
one.
for sure.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
definitely a knockout round. Um,
This
'Cause I
is a
think
very nice stadium here. Look at the surrounding the outside. Like this is beautiful right here. Not just empty parking lots. This is what I want to see here. This is beautifully done.
all right. Well, shout out to all my Chicago people.
Mm-hmm.
I think you might recognize this stadium.
Yeah, shout out to
it's
my
it's
Cowboys, but it's wow, man, let them know, man. Let them know what that stadium has man with Mexico.
let the people know why we're not too fond of this stadium when it comes to La Selección Mexicana.
Well, leading up to the 2014 World Cup, we had a player by the name of Willy Peña. Willy Peña and was it Chapito Montes or Willy Peña? Which one?
The Chapito Montes que
Chapito Montes. I think he was like playing at almost as a number 10. Great player, killing it with Leon. And AT&T Stadium does this thing. Hopefully they can not do this for the Gold Cup. But they bring like pieces of plywood and like they put grass on top. I mean, I probably not the correct term what I'm using here, but very dangerous to play soccer on top of this. And unfortunately, he had a horrible injury which prevented him from going to the World Cup. And once again, I believe it was wasn't it 2019 or 2021?
yeah, 2018 actually. You're throwing Néstor Araujo.
Néstor Araujo, yeah. Horrible injury once again. So we're not too fond of this stadium because of it. So I believe, hopefully, for this tournament and Copa America or even World Cup, they can put actual natural grass, none of this other, weird stuff that they do. Because I hope FIFA looks into it, man. We can't keep having horrible injuries like this. But yeah, it's a great stadium. But that's the only little thing right there with it.
Now going over to one of the newer stadiums in the United States. There it is, the Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. I think it's pretty nice.
Oh,
I believe hosted a Leagues Cup final last
uh-huh.
year.
They got that giant screen on the outside, I believe. Yeah, super nice. A lot of empty parking lots, so just because it's nice, I won't complain. But yeah, looks great. What do you think? Semifinals here for sure, or I know the finals
Yeah,
are so fun.
definitely a semifinal match. Because we obviously already know where the final's going to be at, but yeah,
Mhm.
this is definitely a semifinal match written all over it. And I'm trying to, we're doing this. I've been trying to think about what the other semifinal stadium could be. I'm still thinking about it, but I guess the AT&T Stadium, huh? I mean, I don't want to say that one for Mexico, but I feel like I remember one Gold Cup semifinal that was AT&T Stadium. I remember it was when Aldo de Nigris was with the Selección Mexicana and
Yeah,
killing it
yeah.
in a way. I think
Mhm.
Chicharito, like,
Yeah, yeah. It was
good times.
at
We beat Honduras
2011.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, the 2011 one. That was great. That was great times, man. We smacked the USA 4-2 in that final. Golazo de Giovanni. Man, great times, man. Great times. We will be visiting State Farm Stadium next week. USA Mexico friendly, so that's going to be very fun. A lot of
No
parking.
Glendale.
A lot of parking lot right here, my friend. But
I
this stadium has always brought good memories for Mexico. I re- I think I remember, if I'm not mistaken, there was an MLS versus Manchester United. I think so. An all-star match when Chicharito first got to Manchester United, and he was able to play. No, well, never mind. I think I have it confused, but I don't know what. I don't know what I was thinking.
more than likely Chicharito scored here. What you're trying to say?
I don't know if it was Chivas Manchester or something where he did half and half. I need to look that up.
Yeah, Chivas versus Manchester United.
He
I think
played
it was
half
the
with
first.
Chivas, and then he scored like goals with both teams. It was pretty epic.
I remember that day. That
Mhm.
was a good day. I think it was like Saturday night. Good old times.
Yeah,
Back in the
yeah.
wild days. Man. All right. Well, let's go to another stadium. We're not too far.
Oh, man, Mexico better stay far away from Levi Stadium. Stadium is horrible, man. This is where the catastrophe happened back in what was that, man? Was that was 2016, right? Copa America
20,
Centenario.
2016, man.
Oh
That
my God.
Copa America, though, was so nice, though. When it first started, just the fact that we're going to have everybody. So
Oh
excited
yeah.
for 2024.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, the catastrophe that happened with
With Chile.
Mexico,
Chile
7-0. Yes, it's true.
7-0. Wow.
It was tough, but I mean, it's the Bay Area. It's a stadium that the Gold Cup loves to have,
Mm-hmm.
and a World Cup stadium.
Yeah.
A World Cup stadium. Crazy.
This is true. Mhm.
Like, who's gonna play here? You know, France versus
Oh man.
Cameroon. You know, the randomness. That's very excited for the World Cup. I mean, just
No doubt.
man,
Mhm.
hope we can get that video game with all the stadiums this time because
Oh, please. Yeah. Please.
disappointing.
Now that they broke away from FIFA, please. We need it. We need that add-on. Like we'll pay. Like or the full World Cup game. Like how remember in 2006 they had it. 2010. That's so. In 2014 they had it too. 2010. I think that's when me and you got the PlayStation 3. Remember that? Like when that game
Yeah,
came out, it was so epic. We had to ditch the PS2, and you had the. I think you were on the Xbox flow, but I convinced you to come to the PlayStation flow. Come on,
come to the dark side.
come to the dark side. And ever since then, you've been you've been over here. I got to catch up to you now. Get the PS5.
Please do, man. The people are begging for it. I gotta say this though. I wish that FIFA or future games we could, how they have the Euro, right, or the World Cup
Mm-hmm.
gaming mode. They could do that for Gold Cup. CONCACAF
Oh yeah, that'd be
stadiums and
great.
like the teams, and they can be
Mhm.
great. They can be great for
Yeah,
marketing.
yeah.
And the sport is growing here in the States, so I think it'd be a great move. So to conclude, we'll be going to the final stadium where the final will be played. Victor,
Mhm.
do you think there'll be any group stage matches that happen at this stadium? Or do you think they're going to wait for knockout rounds? Maybe like a
I I think that this is only going to be the final. It should only just host the final, but just to make it that special, kind of like Wembley, Estadio Azteca, like, that finally, everyone's trying to get to this point. So, but I could be wrong. Maybe they throw in some group stage matches here, but I don't think so. I don't see it happening. I preferably would want this to be the final. So everyone needs to get to SoFi Stadium. That's the end goal for everyone. Yeah, this beautiful stadium here. It's fantastic. So, yeah. Ojalá esté México aquí, ¿no? Con Estados Unidos.
I mean, that's usually what ends up
That's
happening.
the dream final, right? Everybody else wants that. USA, Mexico in the final.
Yes, indeed. Mexico, USA, part 3 of 2023 with the friendly coming up, the Nations League final, and then you have Gold Cup. And then you got Leagues Cup.
Leagues Cup right after.
A lot of foreigners, obviously, it's not really the same. But the Gold Cup should be exciting. The draw is coming up. And I think it's going to be, with the World Cup coming up and everything, I think it's going to be heated. It's going to be intense. Exciting. But yeah, those have been the stadiums for the Gold Cup. I know for sure we're hoping Mexico can come to Charlotte, but wherever they go, we're going to definitely try to do our best to make it out there. But we'll be, hoping for the best, hoping for a good tournament. Some exciting matches. And seeing, who we can, talk to and see what experiences we can document.
Do you think we'll see Chicharito con el Tri in the Gold Cup? Hey, what do you think?
I hope so, man. I think.
Right.
I don't know. I think about like Falcao with Colombia, right? Like he's there. Messi with Argentina. He's like older than Chicharito and he's there. I think it's Chicharito's time. I think it'd be amazing. Like one final run. Oh man. Like
get him back, Gold Cup, Copa America.
I know he wants to.
Yeah.
I feel it.
So it's very important. I don't know if they're gonna call him up for this friendly game. They can, because he's back. He played this past weekend in MLS. He didn't too hot. LA lost to Houston Dynamo 3-0, but he did play that match. So imagine Chicharito against USA. I would feel a little bit better if he plays against them. We need him, man. We need him.
Well, yeah, with some of the call-ups, I just hope that Diego Goga can, just bring him back in, man. See what happens.
That connection with the crowd, right? Come on, he's an idol to a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying. Like
we need that right now.
A couple kids there, right? They're third, fourth call up, and they see Chicharito. You think they're not gonna be like, yo, I gotta do my thing. Like, I have to. So
imagínate Chicharito with Andre Martin at top right now. Oof, that'd be great. That'd be great to see.
That would be.
And then in Gold Cup, Chicharito, Andre Martin, and Santiago Jimenez was killing it with the.
That's all we need, man.
The Netherlands, right there. Vámonos.
Those 3. Well, cities and stadiums have been revealed, and the Gold Cup is upon us.
The draw
next time.
Friday. See you, everybody. Have a good night.